Oh, I gotta have
There
this pulled up
with
for having a roach stocks.
that right there, actually. That right there. And there you go. Boop.
Roblox.
So hey guys, welcome to the stream. We are getting to playing some Roblox for a little bit.
Well, not immediately though.
Not immediately, but we are looking at doing that
Don't wait till anyone emotes.
in a moment.
No,
No.
voice test.
Oh yeah,
Hello.
there we go. But yeah.
Still haven't done any voice training yet, so
No, well,
my natural voice.
right now that's
Maybe my natural voice is a little bit
No,
raised,
yeah, but
a little bit higher than my
normal.
natural voice.
No, yeah, but
How's the line go? Heat from fire, fire from heat.
well, there's
I
more
don't
than
know.
there's different lines that people have used for it.
Yeah, actually I have that whole. It's not just a sentence; it's a whole freaking paragraph.
Yeah,
I have that here on my iPad.
yeah.
I
We
have
could sometimes
that entire sentence.
do
You're
like it
supposed to
before.
say.
Yeah,
Or not sentence, but a paragraph.
Yeah.
It's under
the whatever.
I think it's called voice tools. I have
Yeah.
here. VOI. Voice tools.
But yeah.
Yeah.
And whatnot. But yeah. And whatnot.
So we can
But
find
yeah.
it there. Analysis.
And
Yeah,
there
here
we
it
go.
is. Found it.
It has it.
It actually doesn't have the fire from heat part in here though.
No.
It has to do with this whole rainbow
Rainbow
thing.
light. The other one is just because it's probably a suggestion that this other voice trainer suggested for you to say, and that's because and whatnot, and that's what that's from. It's not really actually from the actual app. It's just from what a voice trainer suggested for people to say.
I don't really know what you're supposed to. I think you're supposed to read this
The whole
these
thing.
several paragraphs.
Yeah.
It analyzes your voice, and I think it probably tells you where your
Range is at.
Yeah, and how you're supposed to change and
Yeah.
This is called voice tools.
Yeah.
You can get it for your PC or whatever.
PC,
or
iPad, phone. I don't know if you can PC. I really actually don't know. I really don't know on that one.
Very few
Yeah.
people use PCs anymore.
Yeah.
It kind of sucks.
No, actually, the other way around. More people use PCs than they use laptops anymore.
Well, laptop basically.
No, it is, but
Very few people use Windows machines.
no, yeah, or people barely,
Macs.
yeah, or when they do use this, they'd rather, if you're talking about gaming, the gaming side, people would rather nowadays go PC than console. When originally console was the big thing back in the day.
Well, tablets and phones have taken over
Yeah.
the world, and people.
When
There was a
technology
time
and all that.
when everyone, your only choice basically was a
Computer, and then it went from computer to
tablets and phones took over.
yeah, and then but in the gaming side of it, you had computers, and then you had consoles, and then consoles went back to gaming, and then now it's like mobile gaming. It's like your phone or your iPad or whatever. So, but here or there, right?
I remember Nano read most of this once.
Yeah. Yeah.
Marshmallow.
Being caffeinated. She's
Looks like-
caffeinated off of coffee.
I will say
I'm off of
looks really-
energy drink.
It looks really dark there.
Oh yeah. It's because watch this. Hold this. I'm doing this real quick, you guys. You're gonna see a change in us. This is why.
Careful.
I am being
Careful, Big Bang Boo.
Why? I know. You ready? What?
That's better. Like, that does make a big difference. That does
Yeah.
make a big difference. Yeah. Makes a huge difference.
There you go. So now you guys can kind of see the difference of what it looks like without lighting on. Even if you were to use lighting on your streams, this is the difference it makes. Including like if you didn't. We originally had our lighting on our desk set up, right? Facing us, and we knew it more washed us out more. So along with cleaning the lens on our camera, because we never did that, and I did that and it worked better. Plus we also have the lights actually facing off the walls, and they're bouncing actually back on us, giving us more directional lighting than actually direct on lighting, right? Cool?
Yeah.
And that actually is better than actually going with straight on to you lighting, as you can see here.
Did you
If you ever, and also, if you ever guys want me to, or tabs, some of the stream today, or at some of the streams, if it can pick us up right, we can sit in this barber chair we have that's on our other cam and do that angle for one of the streams, and one of us could be at the desk, and the other could be in the barber chair, or whatnot, right?
Right.
If it works, we just haven't tested that part yet.
Yeah, here actually I'm gonna adjust one little thing there in that screen.
So,
Yeah, there's no one on right now.
I'd rather have you say that while we're live. I'm gonna say no, but don't say that when we're live because people don't like it when you say that.
How do you know that?
Because I've heard videos from people who are popular and they say people don't like that and they'll automatically leave if they hear you mentioning stuff like that.
I see why.
People don't like it.
I've never heard that and I don't see why.
I have.
I don't see why it would be anything negative.
Because they don't like to hear you mention when people leave or just consistently talking about people leaving and coming and going and all this crap.
I think it's made up.
No, it's not.
What's the big deal?
Because it is to me. But what were you going to say? Yeah, that's fine. So we have to move the chair up. That's, to hear me out, it's actually better to do that before stream so we're not having to fiddle dink around with things while we're on stream. Also, people don't like when you're fiddling dinkling with the stream. It's another thing I've heard. But there you go. But yeah, we just got back from a walk some while ago and we were resting before streaming, right? And whatnot. So yeah, you're just giving us some us time, right? Boo?
Yeah, no, we had to take our phone back to
A friend.
I don't think to say it. I can say the truth.
Nah, I'd rather not right now because I don't really think they'd want to be put out there on the internet. They don't go by their. They don't ever say the real name. And
I have to say the real name. I think it's. I like saying the.
I do, but you've told me that for now, I'd rather keep it the way it is for now and go from there. I said for now.
I mean, I mentioned on Twitch though that I'm transparent.
No, yeah, that's fine.
And I think that's a unique thing and a good thing to say. And all that.
True, but we've already had the talk, and you've told me. We will mention this.
You have to say their name.
No,
Just
but
say that,
yeah, but some people.
Transparently.
Well, but then some people would be like, "Can we see him on stream? Can we see him on stream?" and kind of
No.
push for it.
Say
I've
no.
had okay,
They don't do that.
okay.
That's simple.
Well, I'm gonna share that later. I'm gonna do that as more like a special kind of thing when we hit a certain point, then we talk about it.
Alright.
Okay. So yeah.
Maybe you double check that the music's not too loud.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay. Big deal.
It is a big deal. I've learned this. It is.
People talk about technicalities of the stream all
Well,
the time.
they do, but they're doing it if it's a more educational way than just trying to say, here's everything wrong with the stream, because people don't like it when you say everything wrong, unless you're actually doing it in an educational way to teach them how to do it for themselves for when they're actually potentially either going to stream themselves or they are streaming, so they know how to do it themselves or know how to fix things or whatnot. But if you're just messing around on stream and you're not using it to teach them what you're doing while you do it, then they kind of don't like it. Is what I've learned. It has to be more educational or they're not going to want to watch. Is what I've heard.
What do you mean by education?
Like if you're consistently the whole stream just fixing your stream and doing all that and not moving things around, or like say for example if we're fixing something, we'd be like, as we're fixing it, we're going ahead and we're doing this step, which does this step, which does this step, or we're doing this to make sure this looks good on camera, which you can do for yourself to make sure you have things that you want in the background to be on camera in a good specific way, or whatever, things like that. I like that one
It's
YouTube.
not like we're a professional television show.
We're
I think people
not.
are just making little adjustments here and
No,
there.
yeah.
Make the stream better,
True, but sometimes it's still good to do it after stream. Sometimes you can go back and rewatch your stream and be like, oh, I want to move this, move that, kind of thing. Better to do it behind the scenes than on the day you're streaming, is what I've learned. So, you know, but it's here nor there. We're not going to say anything more, nothing less. But, you know. But, you know. there we go. I'm gonna close that down. All that stuff. And there we go. So would you like to hop into playing some Roblox for a little bit? And then while we wait for some people to hop on, and we can then start asking questions. Right? Okay. I'm gonna go in.
What's that one? Like huge picture. What is that? Is that a game?
Yeah, it's a game. It's like kind of like if you've ever seen Agario or Slither.io, and you have to eat the little balls and then try to eat other people, kind of thing. But it's also a reference because Squid Game is the biggest thing right now, so they changed their thumbnail to reference Squid Game, so it draws more people in to want to play.
Okay.
And that's for the So we can either do this, we can do this, or we can show them or we can go through and try and play maybe one of the games that I created this time for people to kind of see what I am capable of and whatnot, and what I've done for my first ever game on Roblox.
Does Roblox have a thing? Yeah, I actually know this right now.
Yeah.
Does Roblox have a thing where like the top or most popular game at the moment kind of thing?
That's right here, today's picks.
Okay. Well,
Our selection of daily highlights.
That could always be fun to try out.
Yeah, let's do.
See what's currently trending. Yeah, trending. That's what I was.
Yeah,
trending.
let's do
What's
fishing.
currently
Okay, you want to do that?
We can still do the
Yeah,
fashion.
we'll do the other one,
We still
but
do
we're
the
gonna but we'll do this one first to start with. It's called Fishing Simulator.
We can still do the fashion thing.
Yeah, we will. I'm gonna toss that in there with doing this.
It's just probably fun to like maybe see what's currently trending. Or
Yeah.
whatever.
For right now, I'm going with Fishing Simulator
Because I have like a whole bunch of
games we can do.
Well, no, I mean, I do, but I do have a whole list of like Steam games.
Yeah.
That eventually someday want to try out once we have a PC.
Yeah. You can
Yeah.
this is still good to play Steam games because I do have.
But isn't it kind of
Wii U.
underpowered?
No, it's actually supposed to be a gaming laptop.
Okay. But the thing is, I think we need two of them, so we can both play.
It depends.
Yeah.
It depends on what game you're playing because sometimes you can get Steam on here on your iPad
Oh,
and all
this
that
wouldn't do
crap,
it. No, this would.
and you can play that.
No,
way
but
depending on the
I have
game.
a bunch of like. This does not do Steam at all.
Yeah.
But I have a bunch of like just cool looking Steam games that I've
Yeah.
saved the names of
Oh yeah.
that I like us to do in
Yeah.
the future.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah.
Here, I'll go to Roblox.
Mhm.
Uh,
Yeah. Up there, and there we go. We're in the game. I just got it pulled up, and here we go.
So, you're playing something called Valentine's?
It's called Fishing Simulator. But
Oh,
that,
it's right there, okay.
yeah, but they have it at the begin. But they put Valentine's at the beginning because that's the updated thing. Or apparently cows.
Sure.
I'm not cows, but it's a person on Roblox that we follow.
I was always like 24/7.
I know, but that's referencing Squid Game though.
No, but I just think it's odd that they're never logged out of Roblox. They're in there
Which is
24/7.
odd, and they're never ever in a game, ever.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they are occasionally.
Well, we would never know because most of the time when they're usually on doing things, we're asleep.
Yeah, that's a time.
So there you go.
Slowly join.
Oh, I see your character on my screen. Hi.
It's still,
Hi.
it's still
Hey
loading
there.
on my end.
Yeah, I'm reading what it says here. Hey there, I'm Cody. Welcome to Port Jackson. You are here to become a master fisherman as well. You should
I
talk to my
probably should
grandpa.
have a. If we're gonna be doing this on the regular.
Yeah.
I probably should get a better. Oops.
a better.
It's loading. It's loading. Hold on.
Yeah.
I say I probably should make a better avatar.
Well, mine's the avatar that it is, and I'm leaving it.
Yeah, but you haven't seen yours looks more. Yeah.
No,
Mine's-
you
mine's-
can still make yours spam. You just have to add some stuff to it.
Oh, okay, I think my blind. Okay.
So, there you go.
Alright. Mine's still loading.
Yeah.
Okay,
And then when you do,
now
there
it's
should be
done.
some dialogue at the beginning to talk to, and then you can follow me when you can. I'm waiting for you because I see you.
Okay, so I'm supposed to go find.
Yeah. And I'll show you where to
Is
go.
it Mr. Rodden's house?
Yeah. And then I'll wait for you so we can go together.
Alright.
So follow me. Over here. Rodney's home. And then click on it. There you go. There's Mr. Rodney. Oh, hey there. It's always nice to see a new face around these parts. The name? Mr. Rodney, but people call me Rod. I'm guessing you're on the island to start your fishing career. Well, you're gonna need some help around these waters. I'll see. I see you've come empty-handed. You're going to need this. Here, this whole thing was my first rod. It helped me catch thousands of fish. Well, you gotta prove your worth around this island. Ain't anyone got the natural gift of fishing. You're gonna have to show me that you've got the skills. First thing I'm going to need you to do is catch 3 fish. These fish swim all around the island, so if it ain't gonna be hard for you to do. Come back to me when you have these fish, and we'll see where you can go from there.
Open that chest and you get money.
This chest? Okay. Yay. I just did.
Alright, did you get the money?
Yep, and I'm going back outside the house.
Alright.
And then we follow me. I'm going down this way, and I'm Oh yeah, that's a supply shop. So like you can buy bait and like different things for hiring fish and stuff like that.
Masturbate.
Are you just a masturbator?
I found a chest with 500 coins in there.
Possibly. Oh, sell lots of fishing rods and upgrade spears and backpacks and all this crap. Let me see what I can get. You can get like a hook. You can upgrade your hook. You can upgrade your rod, your spears. You can upgrade your backpack the way you're holding, basically. You can have specialty items like torches, capture locators, fishing masters, whatever. So that's basically what the store is for. To upgrade your spears and upgrade your fishing rod, strength, hook, reeling speed, all this crap. That's what this is for. So I upgraded my hook speed, my reeling speed, and my strength.
I can't even afford the crummiest food.
No.
But you gave me a free spear.
Yeah, I have one too already from that place. Oh, where's the chest in here? Oh, wait. Where'd you find the chest in here?
It was upstairs.
Oh. Okay, going upstairs. Then. Oh yeah, I'm upstairs, but I don't see it. Up in the bedroom, I assume, right?
I was on the very top level and I just randomly found it. There's a hamburger and fries running around.
That's funny.
Oh,
I see it right there.
Two different players.
Yeah.
I find that one player would be a hamburger, the other player would be a fries.
Well, that's what just people prefer, though.
No, it's obviously it's two people working together. Though.
No, yeah, it could either be that or that's just the random, luck of people just outfits or whatever you want to call it.
You want to meet up somewhere?
Yeah, and then we can go fishing. Are they stretch? How do you click to open? I was trying to figure out how to organize the backpack. Do you see me?
Siri, go away.
Wait.
Siri, go away. Alright.
I'm in the middle by the water fountain.
I'm over there.
I'm sitting in.
I see you.
You can sit right next to me if you wanted.
Alright. Yeah.
And then there you go. And
lovers on the
yes. And I'm gonna get up a little bit. I'm gonna go back to fishing a little bit.
There's a pet store right here.
Yeah. Where? Oh, right there. I wish you could enter though.
I can. It says open door.
Yeah, let's enter and see.
But it probably costs money to buy pets. I don't really want a pet.
Oh yeah, but you can still talk to the person, sometimes get things for free to start with, and you can find maybe coins around the place.
True. There's an egg over here. Normal egg. Open. It costs money though.
Yeah.
What's it do?
I don't know. Some
It's bait.
Yeah.
So we can afford this.
Yeah.
It actually gives you better fishing options if you crack this egg.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Ellie. Hey, we're just right now for a little while.
We're playing this
fishing game.
What
And for now,
junk
until
game. But we can get off.
we haven't get off here in a bit. We're just playing this for a little while, just to.
We were killing time, basically.
No, yeah. True, but still, I'm waiting out here for you.
Oh.
I looked up there. There's
downstairs
nothing.
or upstairs?
Downstairs, because there's nothing up there. And whatnot.
But it's good enough if you ever want to, like, get better bait.
No, yeah.
Or whatever, you use the egg.
The
pet store.
masturbating.
Pet store.
Come this way.
There you are. Alright.
We'll go fishing for a little bit, and then we'll. sorry about that.
We've been silent this whole time.
It's better that we kind of were. So,
Well, no, it's good that we found out. That's
well, just please, just
Can you hear us now, Ellie?
yeah. Sorry, I did unmute it for some reason. I don't know why it was muted. So, only thing.
I
I
could
don't
have
know.
sworn I saw the green bars going down.
Yeah, I did too. I must have actually finger clicked it as I was randomly touching things on the computer.
Is
Probably.
it possible to have it muted and still have the bars go up and down?
Yeah. I just don't know.
So it's like a mute button.
There is on here because it's a hotkey thing, so I may have actually randomly just clicked it. But, you know. That's here nor there. You know. But, yeah, like I said, it's here nor there. Keep catching trout, though. So. Yeah. Okay.
Alright, well, I'm done with this game when you are.
Okay. Finishing up by catching some fishies real quick. Oh, even the further out you cast, the better the fish you get too, is what I learned. You can hold it down to cast further. That's what I learned. That's what I learned. You know? So there we go. Ooh, bluefin tuna, which is one I've already caught before. Ooh, there we go. That's a good cast. Really, really far out. I'm gonna say. I should bring that in. There we go. There we go. After this, I'm gonna go sell, and then we can hop into chat. There's a good question I brought up that I thought would be a good question to talk about for outfit stuff. You know? Right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm meeting you up here to go sell. But you actually, how do you move your spear and stuff around?
I have no idea.
Oh, you got it in your slot when you were given it. Mine was, that was the only empty slot, so I'm gonna go sell my fish. Which, yeah, there's a person with a giant. Look at on my screen. There's a giant cat. Ooh, look. Yeah, someone is a giant cat. So.
I went to the supply shop though, and then
Yeah.
the dude gave me a bigger backpack.
Well, because you had the money and stuff for it.
No, I just gave it to him. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna end this portion here, and whatnot, and then we're gonna hop into going ahead and chatting and stuff. And if you ever want to see us play more Roblox later, let us know, and we can do that later on stream. Just let us know, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, there we go. I ended it. I left.
I'm
You just
leaving
close it. You can just leave and then close it.
the-
But yeah. So yeah. So one question you can just turn your-
Alright, that away.
Plus, I do have a Roblox game I've made, and another one I'm working on. If you guys want to see that as well, don't know how the audience can do with that stuff. But if you want to see that stuff, you can let me know or let us know, right? Oops.
Yep.
So yeah, here is something I'd want to do for chat for a bit and see how it goes, and then we can swap into doing something else, which I have an idea for. For streaming. This is her outfit for today. She has a pink shirt on, a cool black and white and gray skirt with a cool skirt thing on it, which has the rainbow, which she likes. Oh, scrunch, go down a little, so that you can show off your choker, which is
Same one I had on
same one,
last
and she has
stream,
cool
actually.
earrings on. Yeah.
I should change it more often. I literally have like 20
And
different chokers.
yeah, and there's
no,
some,
well, no, I have more than that. I have like
yeah. And she
probably
even
have
wears
40 different
she
chokers.
could even wear some of my chokers that I have.
Yeah.
That she can
Well,
change
yeah,
to, but-
between us we have
No, yeah.
way
oh,
more than that.
Yeah, it's just this is her favorite choker. She prefers that.
I don't say it's my favorite. I mean, I have.
But Ellie said I'd like to be happy to see what game I've been working on. So,
Yeah, oh, that's cool.
so I can we get do some chat here and then potentially hop into doing some of that a little bit and maybe have you try out my game.
Yeah.
So
I have favorite earrings.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have favorite chokers.
These ones are though one of her favorites though. But
No,
her
no,
other
no,
favorite
no,
ones.
Definitely not.
No, but her other favorite ones we can't find in the house at the moment. We need to find them, and
probably in
they're
that box.
like bow shaped and they're pink.
They probably were in that box.
Yeah.
Those are my favorites because you gave me.
Yeah.
They're cute.
Question I wanted to ask you: how do you feel when it comes to women's clothing, and you see women's clothing, and you see it as, oh, this is pretty, this is cute, this is beautiful, this is women's clothing, or you see a type of women's clothing that makes you feel like, I feel like this could potentially be, even though it's labeled as women's clothing, feels more unisex.
Whoa, oops.
That's fine. But you know what I
Whole
mean.
desk just slid there.
Yeah.
Right?
Actually, the desk is fine back actually being.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't expecting it to slide. It's all good.
But I actually like it like that. But you know what I mean, though.
Yeah.
What do you think? How do you feel with seeing women's clothing and it being advertised as women's clothing, but it really feels either unis? I'm talking.
I know.
I know you're doing that, but I'm sharing a thing with you, and please put that down.
All right.
Because we're covering this up. What it is I'm going to rephrase my question a little better. How do you feel when you see women's clothing that is advertised as women's clothing, but it feels more it should be advertised as unisex clothing versus women's clothing, even though it's advertised as women's clothing, kind of thing, you know?
Well, I mean, in what sense though? I mean,
Like you buy, like for example, a cardigan, a t-shirt, maybe a not a skirt, maybe more like pants or certain types of clothing, and it says, and it's more advertised
yeah, I know what
to women only versus unisex, and then you try it on and it feels it should be you don't have as big a connection as you did when you first bought it, just because
Exactly. Oh,
yeah, clothes are clothes, but as unisex, even though clothes are clothes, it's just for the normal world, that's how people would see it as. Like, for example, like take this dress, if you had more of a connection, even though I see it as more of a more womanly style, compared to like seeing it as more unisex, like, oh, I can wear it as a woman's piece of clothing, but then it comes across as maybe it also might work for the other gender, not really just one gender itself.
But you know, as Ellie says, I don't know. I've never seen clothes as gendered as long as I've been a teenager.
True, that's true, and I know you don't. I'm just saying, for the general public, how would you see it? How would you define it?
And that's something we talked about in the previous one or two, both streams, was the gendering of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Is the cisgendered heteronormative patriarchy
No, yeah.
corporate that decides how things are gendered, from clothing to jewelry to razors
to deodorant, for example.
deodorant to everything.
Yeah.
It's like, so I mean,
For example, like these people would say, for example, would be considered more manly to drink a energy drink versus drinking coffee would be more womanly. For example.
Oh, that.
Just for examples.
I think I've probably always seen coffee, by society standards, I've always seen coffee as man and tea as women. By society, of course.
No, I'm just using,
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
But that just, I mean.
True when it comes to more limited, but what I mean by unisex is like, even though women can wear it and it works for women, some of it can still work for men. Say, for example, if you're MTF or FTM, it works for both sides. It doesn't have to just work for one specific side, and nobody who is the other way can't wear it. Like if for example you had some clothing from your closet from when you were a male or a female, and you have to get other clothing to fit in because of how society is, to be that other gender just because society says you have to be, when really I know you don't want to, I know you don't want to be like that, or other people have to, but that's what society says. Can you take some of your clothing that you already have and make it still work for what you're going for, or where you're going, or the style you want, compared to just having to buy a whole new closet of stuff that you need versus the stuff because you have a deep connection sometimes to the stuff you already have and most that you do already like. So how can you make it work for both sides? And if it isn't, then you just got to be like, do I still wear it and just express who I am and be me, or do I ultimately just get rid of it and just follow what society says and try to fit into that box of what society wants? You know? That's basically what I'm trying to go for.
Right, but that in and of itself,
Mhm. Yeah.
that question in and of itself
Mhm.
really is the, I don't want to say ultimate defining question, but that question in and of itself
Yeah.
is really the question that most I don't want to say trans, that most gender questioning
Mhm.
or gender non-conforming people ask of themselves
Yeah.
before they make that conscious
Yeah.
effort, decision, or
Mhm.
leap
Yeah.
to be the person they truly want to be.
Yeah.
Is, do they challenge the social norm
Mhm.
of how they
Or
look and dress
Mhm.
and all that?
or do they
Do
hide behind a shell and just be
do they know
what society wants them to be?
do they no longer follow the cisgender heteronormative
Yeah.
rules of what
Mhm.
male and female clothing?
Yeah.
So I mean, your question really doesn't have
Doesn't have
an answer so
a fully
much.
definitive answer.
Yeah.
It's whatever you make of it. It's just I was gonna see if you had your own thoughts and your own takes on it, kind of a thing. It's where what do you think on it, not just trying to definitively find the ending to the answer. Yeah, you can go back and redefine it later, which we might potentially bring up again later on as people chat and all this crap. But it's still good to get a basis point to know where to kind of bounce things off of and know where to go from there. Not really like just hone in on one point and that's all you go with.
I'm incredibly yawning. I don't know why.
I don't know either, but you know what I mean, though.
But you know, same as Ellie, I still do have not a lot. I still do have some, or very few,
Mhm.
of my old men's
Yeah.
shirts and stuff in my wardrobe.
Yeah.
But those would be probably considered rather. They considered rather rather effeminate men's stuff.
Yeah.
Even though they're still considered men's
Clothing.
you know.
Yeah.
Because that's what I chose to wear when I identified male, which I don't like saying because I don't want to like identify as a gender.
Yeah.
But
No, true.
when I did, you know, because the male options in the stores were so boring.
Yeah.
Whenever they did happen to come out with something that was cool or funky or fun or
Unique
more colorful,
or like
I immediately got it.
yeah, same.
You know,
Kind of for myself.
and, you know, so if something had designs and patterns, or was pink or purple or whatever,
yeah.
I would get it, and I still have that. I still have stuff from when I was a teenager because I didn't change size.
Yeah.
And I took good care of my clothes, so I still have like, you know,
Stuff from that.
I still have that stuff.
Yeah, and I think
yeah.
piece of clothing for your outfit, all about.
Right.
Yeah, that is true because there are some times where I'll say this for me because I know you said your thing about your clothing and that you still have. I have some still from when I was a male, for example. But you know, it's like band shirts or like some tank tops, more like ones I know can be more either people might if society looks at it that way. I'm not going off of labels, but society will is like unisex or whatever can work for that, and maybe some that can just be like laundering around the house kind of shirts that I have that actually I find comfortable. I've kept for those reasons. But if it's ones I know I really didn't like or really felt really manly towards, I just got rid of altogether And my biggest one I've kept, which I wear a lot though, is like my band shirts for like rock bands and metal bands and all that, because I put them with skirts and some because of the style I like and all that, and it's actually worked really well with my outfits. It just depends on how you style it, like you said there, how you style it, and if it works right. And there are ways you can do it. It's just you have to find the balance between, does it look over manly and whatnot, or does it work right and makes you look feminine without having to oversell that you're wearing men's clothing kind of thing, right?
See, I got rid of all that. I threw out or donated tons and tons and tons of
Men's clothing,
well,
as they want to call it.
I don't want to call it men's,
But as, yeah.
stuff that society definitely would say was more male.
Yeah.
But I would say it was just boring.
Yeah.
I used to be a very much a t-shirt wearing type person.
Yeah.
And hoodie wearing person and
All that.
and that kind of stuff. And so I got rid of all that. I think my style. I mean, I went through lots of different styles, but for a long time I kind of had a hippie style.
Yeah.
So I was more crunchy granola looking, and that was very. I mean, there's crunchy granola biological females, of course, who look very feminine, but I think I just didn't, I didn't pull that off.
Yeah.
But I also had a short hairstyle too.
True. Yeah.
And I think that made a huge difference. Anyway, so I got rid of all that stuff. I got rid of a lot of. I have a lot. I've kept a lot of that t-shirts and stuff that I kind of thought were rare and unique that I can't bear to get rid of, but they've been in like tubs and drawers for a long time, never touched, never worn, not seen the light of day, just because I can't bear to get rid of them because I kind of like collectibles.
Yeah.
But it's kind of dumb. Yeah.
But yeah.
I'd really like to have a completely different style now. I
Yeah.
like even what I'm wearing right here. This would be like a woman's t-shirt so much,
Yeah.
And
But
because we're broke, a lot of my clothes tend to be like stuff from
Off-shop.
Kmart,
Or like
Kmart,
Target.
Target,
Big
Big W.
And or off shops.
So they're all I would consider them all crappy low quality, whereas I'd really love to be able to afford much nicer,
A little bit higher third count, whatever.
nicer women's outfits. Again, quote unquote women outfits that are more stylish and whatnot. But I can't do that. So
But yeah.
that's a huge bummer. Because that's the style I'd really like. I have maybe just a few outfits that are the style I like and are nice.
Yeah. And there is one tank top I did keep because it was a joke. The only reason I kept it originally was a joke because there was another trans woman who got picked up to be do a brand deal with an alcohol brand. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Alcohol.
The Bud Light thing.
Oh, yeah.
There was a trans streamer who got a brand deal by Bud Light to promote it.
Everyone knows that.
And all that, and everyone knows that, and if you don't, you can look it up. There's a thing with that. But because of where I came from originally, there's a beer brand out where I'm from. Because of that, I kept this one tank top as a joke that I would wear potentially at some point during the stream if we ever change into outfits. But it's more of just a joke because of where I originally was from and all that, more than actually being a men's tank top. I have it more as just a on-stream kind of joke that I want to have as an ongoing joke for on-stream than anything.
Well, yeah. Once we have more viewers, not saying we don't appreciate Yelly.
Yeah.
Once we have more viewers, I really wanted to basically bring out pretty much my entire wardrobe, my massively huge closet of clothes, which I said, lots of them are low quality. Just bring them all out and just do a huge try on stream
and see if people like them.
See what people think and say, Yeah.
Do I keep it? Do I get
Do I
rid of
keep
it?
it? Do I get rid of it?
And at the same
Or
time,
what can you you mix and match
Yeah.
and go together
Mhm.
and
there was another
and
part
that kind
to
of
that.
thing. I think
And
that
yeah.
enjoy. Yeah.
And there was another part to that too. While we do these try-on stuff, for example, we can also do, if people would want us to do it, is we can at the same time, if it's something we're getting rid of, we can kind of auction off and the person and figure out a way to where the followers can bid or figure out a way to pick, either on the Discord or somewhere, a piece of clothing that we got rid of on stream, and we can send it out to them, and they can have it or do something else with it to on their own, but as a giveaway to our followers and our subscribers and all that crap. Once we decide to do that as well.
Why don't you Google that? I'm not actually familiar with what a dad fishing shirt is.
Okay.
Yeah. Look that up.
Alright.
Dad fishing shirt.
Oh, that.
Oh, okay.
Things with quirky fishing jokes on them. That's a real,
Okay.
it's like dad quirky fishing jokes.
Okay.
Like that, like a dad joke, but done with fishing on a t-shirt.
I can see that.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's not my style.
Not mine either, but
That's a.
you know, 'cause I go, like for me, you try to go a little bit more e-girl or kawaii.
I'm not even sure
But-
about that anymore. I've kind of changed my.
Well, she
opinion
does.
on
Well,
that.
she does, but more in a toned down kind of tone, not the over expressive. Is what she wants to do.
Nah,
I think.
I used to want that, but now I think I want to do more of a classy.
Classy Asian look.
No,
Well, based on the style I've seen you tell me that you like, that's basically what it is.
I don't think it really has a nationality or a
Well,
race.
No, but
It's just more.
feng shui. Sound like one.
I think feng shui has to do with organizing furniture in your house.
Well, no, feng shui you can also use it as a way in addition to your outfit, saying you want to have it look good and just be streamlined and nice and neat.
I would overall just say classy.
Yeah.
And,
Mine, like I said, for me, mine's more goth, as you can tell here, goth, alternative.
sit up here. I think I'm slouching.
I do this one, which not many people have done, but it is a thing within goth. It's like really, really, really not as well known. Nobody ever barely does it, but it's still a thing. Is doing pastel goth. So it's, instead of doing the dark reds, the blacks, all that, you add in some pastel colors like for me purples and pinks and potentially pastel green if it works right. But I can also do pastel red. You're familiar with it. Not many.
Pastel goth.
Not many people know what that is.
Yeah.
It's taking pastel, the versions of the dark colors you wear, and doing that instead of the dark versions, which a lot of goths go for, more like dark purples, dark reds, but just black in general, at white, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
And stuff like that, and things, and all that, which is cool, and it works, and whatnot. We would, and we want to sometimes on stream, do makeup streams where we do makeup while we're on stream and kind of give a little bit more of an education on what kind of brands we use and what we're doing, and not the brands so much because of the YouTube side in particular, but like just like what the names of that we're using are, and do like a showing off how we do our makeup kind of thing on stream, and doing makeup on stream sometimes instead of getting makeup done before stream, which we will do. We just haven't gotten to that point yet, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
there's so much things like that.
And whatnot. I want to hop into this now.
I don't have any makeup on now, and I haven't in the last previous 2 streams.
Yeah, it's just because of forgetting to do it,
That's
and or
proof.
because
Yeah.
of just having to rest before stream,
Frog
and
brand,
all
yeah.
that stuff.
That's right. We also do have. I do
Yeah.
have a bunch of frog stuff to give you.
Yeah, if you want it.
If you want. Hey, if you want.
Yeah, if you want it.
You have to take my frog stuff.
No, yeah, but if you do want it, we can give it to you, and we can either have you sometime meet us here to pick it up, or we can meet you if we can ever figure out a way to get it to you in between us and all that crap. We can do that. But you know. So I was gonna see, because I know she
Are you
wanted
doing
to
something?
see it.
What's that?
Would you be interested? I know it's not fully finished,
Oh, your game?
but with where I'm at right now with my game, would you like to try it on stream?
Yeah,
And
sure.
we can
I'll
show
just
that
give it a
off,
try.
and then we can show them the other one I've made.
I can do that.
This one, it's a game I've made. I'm pulling it up. We don't need the iPad for it.
Oh, I thought you want me to play it with you.
No, we will get there for the first one,
Okay, sure.
but I'm doing this one right now.
You guys play by yourself, you mean?
Yeah. No. This is for you to try. I've already tested some of it. I want to see how you do with it.
So you want me to sit there and play it on the PC?
Yeah.
The laptop, man?
I'll hand you. Yeah, you'll sit. You'll just sit here, do that, and I'll stand over here and whatnot, or you can put this in your lap kind of thing.
I mean, no, we don't want to not to give anything away though. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I keep hitting the button by accident for some reason. Which sucks, but yeah, I could do
My
that.
hair is so.
But I want to show this one first to get some ideas and stuff for it.
My hair's so limp.
Nah,
Yeah,
your hair looks fine.
No, I'm saying it needs like some conditioner in it.
Yeah. Well, it's because you also don't shower as much as I do, or Sky or
well,
our
it's
friend
not that I
does
don't
and things.
shower. It's that I'm trying to figure out a routine for the hair.
Yeah.
That gives it the right.
True.
What do you call it? I don't know.
Well.
Bounce and all that kind of thing.
Yeah, but because of how often you haven't been showering as much as I have, you need to learn to either shower once a week or twice a week. And that's how it gives it the bounce I have learned for myself. Wash it is what I mean.
Showering.
Well, you can.
Well, you sound like I don't shower.
Well, when you do shower, you can shampoo and condition it then.
The thing is, you don't want to over condition it or over shower.
No, I know that, but
you know, I shower regularly.
There's that.
Right, you don't want to. Yeah, because.
No, I know. I fixed it. How does
that keep happening?
Because I actually tapped the one there.
Oh.
Because it's on a hotkey. So here, I'm gonna hit. I'm gonna do play, which is on here. So there's that, and then I'll explain basically what the game is about. There you go. You can put on your headphones if you want.
What's the hotkey for that?
It's 1.
I think we should remove that as a hotkey.
No, I can refix it towards the numpad instead.
Make it something less easy.
Oh yeah, but here, you can walk around and do your stuff real quick in the game, and that's your mouse to look around. I'll tell you what the game is about once you've experienced it, 'cause you kind of know but don't, and then once someone else, and I'll tell you at certain points when to turn around. You can use W, A, S, and D and all that to move around.
Same as the controller.
And now you gotta.
If not, that's okay.
No, yeah, here.
That'd be easier.
And I'm trying to figure out how to get it to go into first person, which is what I want it to be.
Hot.
Because it was sitting up here where my computer's putting out hot air. So this is the when you join in. I want it to be in first person and all that crap.
How do I do it first person?
Well, that's what I want the game to go to. Okay. And you can use this to look around.
Yeah.
Which I would highly recommend.
I think it's just.
You can see. Yeah, they can see
us. Right?
Yeah.
All right. So, is there any objective? I just walk around.
You can walk around here to experience it, but you're. I'll tell you the little bit at the beginning. So you're a reporter, or an investigator, and you drove here, which is why you spawned in front of the vehicle there, and you're going to this factory, and you want to go in and try to figure out why all the workers and one of various Spline Factory and Cartoon Studio have disappeared. What was the cause behind them all disappearing, and what was the reason that caused them to disappear, or what was and whatnot. And so you have to find all these different clues, and you have to find all these items to basically, at a point, be able to use them to escape the building once you figure out all the clues at the end, because they have them locked, because the person who, before they all disappeared, locked them all in and they couldn't get out, and because they hid clues around the people.
Well, it looks nice. I like the starry sky. The buildings look nice and all that. I like the fires and the smoke.
And all this crap. And there's music for the background, and there's...
So it's got good ambience.
Yeah. And you can go in some of these doors, and it's a psychologically kind of horror based game.
What is a spline?
Spline it's based out of the 90s is what I'm trying to basically do with this. But what a spline is, in my terms, is basically a factory that makes robot parts for robots.
Like, you mean spine?
It's called spline.
I just never heard the term for spline.
It is a thing, but in this aspect, it's basically them. So you can actually get through the door. You have to click on it to open it.
How do I do that?
Use the A button there. Actually, no, wait. It's the... It's one of these two right there.
Okay. All right.
You have to put your headphones on to experience it better.
Okay. Like we did last time.
Yeah, hold on. I have to start you over real quick because there's one piece you missed at the beginning there for the game. I'll have you go back into the building. It's just there was one piece you missed at the beginning there. So go back into the building where you were, and people can give me feedback what they think of the game, and I'll tell you it's not fully finished. This is not fully finished yet, but there is some spots I'll tell you where to turn around and all that.
Just so you know, I don't hear anything. Is there just music or anything?
Yeah, there is. Let me hold on. Let me on our end. And there's sounds and voices and stuff.
Okay, now I got it.
Can you hear it now?
You sure it's not that?
No, it's actually in this game. Do you hear it? So yeah, so go into the building where you were, and use this to look up actually, because it's better. And to get in, you click this, I believe, when you have the finger there. Yep.
Is the game audio overpowering or too loud, Ellie?
And then, so you can even look up, you can see everything. So.
I'm going to say right now that I'm incredibly bad at...
And then it tells you what to press there. You can go in there. Yeah, it's meant to be a, wait, hold on. I know you, hold on before you continue. I have to bump it up just because they can hear it. I know it is for us, but on their end, I'm fixing some stuff. There you go. Now can you hear it better? So this is supposed to be a single player. I'm going to have it where it's a single player, because if someone was to finish the end of the game, it's already done and you can't go back if it's in the same server. But I'm going to have it where it's one person per server, so it's a single person experience, and then you go through it, and then you have to start over again if you want to experience the same thing again. So there's a point coming up that I'll have to have you turn back around to go to the other portion of it.
You go back down?
Yeah, no, not now. You don't have to, but I'll tell you when. So once you get to the end here, you'd have to turn around and go the other way. Because I didn't actually finish this part, which leads you to where you're going to go into like the changing rooms for the factory side, the lunch area, and the cartoon studio side. and all that. This is just a hallway leading you to that, which is leading you to the second floor, basically. You know, is what that's supposed to be. But I haven't gotten to that point yet because I'm working on the factory side first. And whatnot. And then going from there. Yeah. And that's like basically like a gift shop.
I see. I've been in the gift shop.
Yeah.
Is the doors out?
Yeah, and you. No, that's the door out. That's the door in. That's to the factory side, which.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
it's get confusing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, which is kind of what I want to do. There are things you can look around and interact with and all this crap. And some of them you can touch and they make sense. And in the description, I'm going to kind of give a little bit better. You can't actually go up to that note on the wall and click on it. It does say something over there. You can interact with it if you look up at it. What's it say? And if you click it again, it disappears. Go up to the lever over there real quick, turn around. Go over there.
I tried that already once.
No, you can tap, just touch it. No, actually touch it. Like, go up and touch it. Don't actually look at it. You can't do that. You have to walk up to it like that. It has a sound effect to it. So I made it to where the lever doesn't actually move up and down. It more is a, if you really either bump into it or you walk up to it and touch it, it plays that sound.
Oh.
Not really a physical working one. So, there you go. You can go up and touch other things in the room and whatnot. Just that stuff in front of you, I'm going to have to move at some point. It's just there for now so I can see what the lighting looks like. And I have the items in the game, and then they'll be put in a different spot for now.
Industrial robots?
Yeah. So you can go all the way to the end here, and then when it gets to a point where looks like there's no wall, you can turn back around and keep looking in this room, and there's another room and different things. So that is going to continue, but don't go out there because that is a point where I haven't finished that portion yet with it, and there are some stuff that you can see, but you
All these doors.
can go into them. It just says the sign above it, so it's like testing area. All that. Different things like that. So that is just a safety sign that they have because it's a factory, so you know. And then this is a room where I'll tell you where people will stand and basically stand behind the testing area where they test some of the robots for their stuff.
121, take one, here we go. So, today, this experiment, we are testing this robot for their parts to see if they function right.
And there is more into
And
that
what
room.
we're doing
You can
is-
see, but
Yeah.
so yeah,
And,
just see there is more right there, around the corner, in that room. So go in real quick.
Where the
Alright.
power ring sits.
And then you can go right around the corner there, where it kind of
So,
juts
we're
around.
going ahead and
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
we already hooked up all the wiring. We hooked up all the parts.
And then there's another.
And that's
ready to go. But
You're
as
on?
we
Nope.
go ahead and
I
go
see
to
any feature though.
Yeah.
we
And then there's a
need to
note on the wall you can
that
click on.
happens,
Oh, okay.
if it
Because people
does,
kind of.
or
most-
taking
Oh,
the
that's
if you-
probably
robot,
seen darkly
taking it
everywhere.
and sending it back for parts. So
Okay.
let's get ready. Mark your spots. Mark your spots. Everybody.
And then there's
stand
another
up.
room you can
Here
go
we
into in this section, and then from there, that's so far what I have.
Yeah. All these doors, are they?
Yeah, you can go into the room as well. Check them out.
Do they go somewhere?
No, they're basically like the other room, but a little bit different for
The
the
treadmill?
So this like once with the treadmills, you can pick up the hinge.
Another treadmill.
Yeah.
Alright. These are like torture rooms?
No, they're the testing rooms still.
Oh, okay.
So the first one was to test like the arms, and that's why they had to lay down. You can look at the arms and what you think. Like the treadmill areas for like testing the robot's mobility with their legs.
Okay.
And different things like that. And then this last one is just to hold them up to do like just general testing on them, like like a robot arm to hold them up and do general testing.
Okay.
But you can
Are
kind
you
of
gonna make
piece
these
that
buttons do
together.
something? Are you gonna make these buttons do something?
Potentially, I may make them if I can click in and out. If not, I may just leave them as they are, just for decorative and design functionality. Hence, it's old and run down. That's why you see pipes coming through the walls.
It's cool.
And
Coming out of the pipe in the top ceiling?
Yeah, and like coming out of the walls.
I like that effect.
Yeah, where it's like dripping water.
Yeah.
And if you look at a right angle, it looks like there's actual water pooled up on the ground,
Yeah, it's cool.
based on the lighting. And whatnot. And I do have some other sounds I will put in here as we go. As like I said, you can get around these corners here, and they're basically like the other areas, but not as much as back here. But it just gives it more of a look and a feel, just because of being the game. And then like you'll see like different types of things, like spills from like the robots to just things everywhere. Oh, and you didn't even go because there's stuff back here too. So there's that, and whatnot. And that's what I have so far. You can look at one of the things I'm going to put in the description for this game if people ever do play is there are clues hidden everywhere. So don't hesitate and look everywhere.
Yeah.
So you can even go behind like these things, which are actual working conveyor belts that actually move if you hop on them. I wanted to have it to where an item goes towards the end and then it refreshes and then it restarts over on the conveyor belt, but I couldn't figure that out, so that's why I just did stagnant items like that at the end. This box thing down here, which do you not see it? Some of them are sparking.
Yeah.
And all that. And I had it to where you could get back here what you missed to show and whatnot. And there is a chest here, which this is to do with something in the game later on. But you can pick that up and all that. And there you go. See?
Okay.
So that's going to be one of the clues if you can find it. It's hidden because people, when you first assume, you come here and you're like, oh, I see, I get it, and then you assume to turn around kind of thing. Not really like go up there and touch it and all that crap, you know? And look, I decorated the desk here. This is the control panel to also help check over the robots and all that. And there's a little carpet on the floor, so I have like little toy dinosaur on there, a little Roblox character, and a mug themed off of because of it being the 90s. Wallace and Gromit. And there's a Gromit. And whatnot. And stuff like that. And then inside the toy area, if you saw it, there was a Rubik's Cube.
Saw that.
There was a robot referencing one of the robots from the show that they made a toy version of because of things. There was teddy bears. You saw that. There was a little robot. I mean, a little spaceship because of it being the show being space themed and all that crap. And then there was also little army men and one thing you could pick up if you wanted to carry around. And there was this that you never touched either, which actually plays stuff. That's why in the description I'm gonna say almost everything. Don't forget to bump into things. Don't forget to touch things. Don't forget to interact with everything and anything in the game, because some things do have stuff in it that pertain and/or hint towards potentially clues or other things that can get you through the exit at the end and whatnot. Yeah. So when you were in here, in this room here, there's the toy version of the mouse. There's a little army man there, as you can see, the little spaceship, which I think you can pick that up. I forget how to do it. But if you go back here, there's supposed to be this little paw on the floor that you can pick up and carry around with you as a little Easter egg kind of thing, or a little fun, little quirky, just like fun thing to have in the game. And then you could see, you didn't see the health and the hands on the wall, and then the little teddy bears there, and whatnot. Yeah, and then there's the little missing posters on the wall. One of the missing posters is for a cat, and then there's a little just affirmation poster, or whatever you want to call it, the hang in there poster. Did you see these on the ceiling?
I did.
And I actually tried to accurately space all the planets to the sun itself, and size them correctly so they all kind of look almost correct. Not correct, but more like as best as I could to size. And then there are speakers on the wall because of when he first walked in, as you decoration pieces and like trash everywhere and all that crap. And this out here is because this is a rubble crash site at the beginning for where the people used to park, and it's supposed to be a parking lot, and all the buildings surrounding it are different other businesses and different things. And that's what that's for, but it also helps you so you know kind of where to go into the building here. And when I'm going to hopefully have a thing I can do where it shows it, or it shows right as you first walk in or spawn here, you see read right in front of you, a sign that tells you basically what you're there for and kind of prompts you to go inside the building.
Okay.
So that's that one. And all that. And then we'll go back to Roblox itself, which you can join me in on this one on your iPad.
What's that?
It is my other game that I've done,
Okay.
which I am going to load that up.
But maybe instead of games, maybe you want to talk about stuff. I don't know.
No, we can go back to that, but I am showing this first.
Hold on.
And then we can give the last bit to talk about things and all that. So there you go. But, yeah. So I am pulling up. This is my first game I came out with that that I like. Has mixed reviews. People liked it. People didn't like it. Whatever. But I really like it. People say it's buggy in some areas. I really don't think that. But the reason they do is just because a lot of Roblox players are very stingy when it comes to Roblox games. And this is the other one. I'm going to pull it up here for you so you can see it. And all that. And all that crap. Have to potentially re-add back in a Windows device real quick. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to fix this real quick so I can have that there. And have that like shifted down so that goes there, and that can go right above where that is there. And we are good to go. This is the other game I've made on Roblox that you can play.
Alright, I'll go into Roblox.
So it's called Mom Caught You Gaming at 3 a.m. It's like an obby, basically, if you know what those are in Roblox. I know that.
Once you're in, I'll join you.
I'm in. I'm
It
getting in.
hasn't shown you yet.
Oh, it's because it's loading in for me.
Yeah. Once you're in, I'll join you.
There you go.
I'll show you.
And you can do, it's very interactive. You can play with everything and like as best you can. Like for example, see this cat over here?
Yeah, man.
So look around. You can mostly interact with things in here and then go from there. So when you get here, this is your mom in the game
Alright.
that I'm showing them on my screen. It says, Mom, why have you not gone to bed? Get off the games now. Don't make me come over there. Please don't use your portal or else. So yeah, so there's like barber chair, there's a whole bunch of gaming references. Some of the hints in the room are actual hints to things that you'll be seeing. Obby is basically like dodging traps, dodging things that can't
Oh, shoot.
have your character restart at a certain point, like do checkpoints. It's kind of like if you played Mario games with like levels, it's kind of like that. There's a cat there you can touch that meows.
Yeah.
And then this is just to show you different obby items. It's like just like fun little playful things on them. Some of them you can actually go up to and touch. And there's your shoes on your shelf as I touched it. There's a bed.
I like
There's
it.
a gaming desk, which
I
actually,
like the kitty.
yeah, there's a gaming desk here, as you can see, and it's a hint that you're a streamer. Yeah.
Is this supposed to be anybody's room in particular?
And there, no, it's just a one I put together. And then this is there's also Easter eggs in the game as well you can find that give you things. So like you can even look out the window. You walked into one of the items in there in the thing and you went to the next level. So come back real quick. You can even look out the window here and see the
Just touch the bookcase killed me?
there's an item there that does that. It's like a fun little play on thing with obbies. So if you come up onto the bed, you can look out the window.
Alright.
And you can see there's like a lawnmower, a lawn chair, the neighbors, a tree, your sister, your sibling, a swing, a tree, things like that. So now we're going into the next portion of the first level, which is this in here. So this is your one. I want to see if you can guess what this is supposed to be referencing here. What video game this is kind of hinting at referencing.
Mario?
Not you, I'm talking about the audience.
Oh.
If they can guess. Well, she said it, Mario. Yeah. I know you haven't, but...
Remember how we were always going to respond to our chat?
What was that?
Remember thinking about how we always respond to our chat?
No, yeah.
That's
I know you haven't played much Roblox, which... something you could, if you ever are wanting to get into, Roblox is pretty fun. But if not, you don't have to, it's up to you. But you could potentially get into Roblox, which I really enjoy. It's like a more, sometimes, depending on the game, peaceful and calming kind of game. In my opinion. So, and there are little Easter eggs sitting around, like, as you
Oh
kind
my
of
gosh,
see.
no. Yeah? Well, okay, when we're done with this, I want to show you at least.
Hmm?
When we're done with this game, okay?
And there is things like your mom is trying to come after you while you're inside the walls of the house, as you can see right there. The last level is really hard because the difficulty ramps up and gets harder and harder and harder as you go. You can close this Minecraft door here. In-game and everything. And there's more behind you. Ready? Ba-ding! Or Easter eggs. These are not Easter eggs. These are like easy to find Easter eggs, but like, you know, waiting for you at the top. Oh, you kind of fell back down. And whatnot. The levels get somewhat harder and harder. And different things. If you need to, I can just go through and play
Just
this.
go through it, show you.
Yeah.
I want to show you again after this.
This section can be kind of hard if you can't do it right. But like, you know, so I have to go out of first person, which you can mostly do. Just this section I made a little bit hard because of the way the block is made and all of that. You have to time it right to get through. And I have done this before. Like that. There. See, you're really skilled at games like this. Yeah. Doing this also does help, and this section references Minecraft, as you can tell, like caves, all this crap. Actually, first person for this is actually perfect. Actually, you just have to be careful. I made it a little dark here because in the game, when you don't have certain lighting in certain areas, it does get kind of more difficult inside of caves and all of that. So there's that. Things like that, which I am just going to, I'm just going to see if I can, there's a trick to this that I've learned that can help with getting through certain areas. I know the, where you can throw your body and sometimes if you touch the checkpoint, you can, like, be able to go to the next checkpoint, things like that, which I'm trying to do because this section is really hard with it being dark and all that. And all that crap. And stuff like that. So I'm having to...
That's a good game.
Yeah.
You worked hard on it.
Yeah.
You had a couple people play test it.
Yeah.
So
There you go, hopefully. Nope. I had it. I think I'm almost getting close to getting towards the end there. But, you know. A lot of people rather have things like this be easy to play. A lot of people don't like it when you make it very difficult and frustrating. But that's just because they I want to say just don't like to have a little bit of challenge. That's what this game kind of entitles as challenge, basically. Oh, dang it! That section almost made it through. But, oh, come on! I'm gonna make it through this section in the next few. Hopefully, I can show next few sections. And all this stuff. Oh, come on! brand new. Sorry, it's taken a bit to get through this section, which I basically now have almost completed, hopefully. And then see the next section. There we go, I did it. There's the next section of bombs coming after you again. And this says, Mother is angry. It's her basically responding to you saying she's angry, basically. And this one is more of a puzzle because you have to figure out how to get through without dying. Same with this section here. So, there's that. And once you do get through here, it is like a no-brainer. But I had to make that section easier because people were really frustrated that they couldn't get through with certain size characters. And there are Easter eggs sitting around here, for example, like that there, that one there, and there's one down over here as well that you can find. This is another section that I have done. Terms is another video game, and then there's one other section which we'll hopefully get to, but I'm gonna for now leave it as it. Whenever you're ready, you can try the game the rest of the way, or people can go from there. I'm not going to spoil the rest of it, but that is all for now of what I've done with that game, and that is it for now. So we're going to now leave it as is, and we're going to go from there and go back to chat. So, what is the question you want to talk about?
Not a question. I wanted to show another Robots game.
Oh yeah, but I kind of closed the thing.
Well, I want to show Ellie the.
Which we can do that next time because I want to.
Oh no.
Because we don't have enough. Because I want to give some time to go back to chatting again.
Okay, well, that's right.
Oh yeah, we could do
I
that.
thought she'd really like that.
No, yeah, we can show that next time.
Oh.
I want to give some time between gaming and showing things off and chatting and all that. So we can stick to a pacing and a schedule. Not just doing one thing the whole time.
Yeah, it's just really fun.
No, I know. But for now, I want to. Let's think about what would be a good question or thing you want to talk about that we could bring up on stream. Actually, you know what? I'll be right.
I'm gonna stretch out for a second.
If you let me know when the other game is finished, I'll give it a try. I can do that as well. That'd be fun. I'm going to real quickly throw this away real quick.
No, you're happy.
Actually, I want to though real quick because I also want to get some water from the kitchen.
Alright.
And I'm going to do this. So there you go. And if you want a commentary over what I'm doing, you can do that.
Alright, well,
There we go.
can't see me
They
now.
can't see you, but they can commentary.
But what's that? Oh, that's the little thing waving that. You have
That's a little
a
lucky cat. Lucky cat.
You're one of those lucky cats that wave off.
Yeah.
Getting it all loaded up. Okay.
Is there room in here? Yes, there is. Shake it, Don. Shake it. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, go into the fridge. I don't know why I'm going. I have a cup in here, right here. So I'm gonna get some water. Water. Fill it up with some nice ice cold water. I would make some food or grab a snack, but I'd rather not actually waste my
Alexa,
food
Announce.
because of
Emma, show us.
having
Emma, show us the
dinner
waving cat.
later tonight. I'm gonna save some room for that. I would do some tea, but I'm deciding not to. This is the lucky cat that we have in the kitchen. It's waving. See? It's a lucky cat. If you like cats, yeah. What was it? Oh yeah. Speaking of frogs, we got salt and pepper shakers that have froggies on them and whatnot. See? They're the same design, but they're salt and pepper shakers with frogs on them. And all that stuff. So, there's that. And things like Being really silly
And reversed.
for some reason. I don't know why, but I am.
Bathroom. No, that's
What?
the fridge.
I need a little bit to time you over,
The
so
camera's
I
gotta
might
be
do
reversed.
something healthy, maybe.
Uh,
Potentially, I'm trying to see.
we
I
got.
would should I go? That wouldn't be good for on stream.
I gotta get.
I'll do
I
that
have
after
to get so
stream.
much better streaming.
But,
After
you
this stream
know.
is so boring. I hate that. I want to be better at.
Yeah, I'll have something after stream. Just thinking
I
to myself.
fucking up.
Being a big thinker, I'm thinking to myself, ooh, 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 I'm gonna come back,
Yeah,
I'm gonna come back.
message
Don't
soft
forget to
talk,
switch
you
it
know?
back.
I can't hear her talking.
And there we go.
Oh, here she comes. Did you say you saw the problem with the audio on the other camera?
Yes.
So could she hear you?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's why I was making funny things and dancing around and all this stuff.
Okay, well, you know, I didn't know if you wanted me to talk over and
You can do like I can still talk and stuff, and you can give your own commentary. Be like,
so there, you have two audio sources?
yeah.
Oh, so that's where I was confused.
No, yeah. But you can still give like your commentary and still chat with her while I'm doing my stuff in the other room. I'm just the other room one isn't as it's yet. So it's like you can hear both. You can hear me doing stuff. You can chat with people and stuff like that still and all this crap.
Alright, well, switch the camera back there.
I am. And then there you go. There we go. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do a little bit of a test here on stream that I want to do.
I was gonna do a test too. But you can do your test.
Is this? I'm gonna leave you sitting here on the stream. And I'm gonna sit over here in the corner for now, where the cat's at, and see how it does with the sound quality for people and all this. You can.
I gotta keep my I don't want to back into that thing.
No, you can stay right where you're at though.
Okay.
And there you go. I'm gonna sit over here for a little bit because I want to actually do this for this stream and see how it goes. And I got Mew Mew in my lap.
Like that.
So there we go. There you go. You're fine. You were fine where you were.
Yeah, I just adjusted this.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There we go. I'm sitting over here with Kidder in my lap. Kidder in my lap. I got Kidder in my lap. I got Kidder in my lap.
You're pretty far away.
I know.
On screen, I mean.
Yeah, I know that.
So I just don't know how well it comes across on somebody else's screen.
Yeah. It probably looks fine.
If they're on a phone, you're probably like a very small.
True, but but they can kind of know where I'm at based on where they hear my voice coming from. See me talking, lip moving, things like that. You know, things like that. So it's just but this is
Okay, well, if that's screen here, I'm gonna use this over here. Stand up. Now you can see
the rest of the outfit
more full.
and all that. Then I can show off some of my outfit.
There we are.
Yep. Got her little blah, doing some posing and all that stuff and whatnot. Is what she's doing.
I really need to lay down and stand up.
Yeah, they're about to get off your thing. So yeah. Here's T. This is Suki. Yeah, Suki. Yeah. Kitty belly. Look at that belly. Look at that kidder belly. You know. But yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, look at that
A
whiny
long
cat.
cat. She's a long cat.
Yeah.
Long cat.
Yeah.
Vibrating cat. Vibrating cat.
But yeah. So yeah, you got Kidder. You know what? You put her down. There you go. I don't know why, but I want to.
short skirt.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they're probably okay because you're barely a dot on screen.
No, yeah, but still, you know, I'm back, y'all. We're gonna switch the
Listen,
camera back
paying
now.
$16.99.
Showing your panties on
That
screen.
right there. There we go.
You showed worse things than your panties on screen.
Uh-huh. You can't stay here nor there. Boo. So yeah. Yeah. You know.
Did that say Goth Pilgrim?
Hmm?
Did that say Goth Pilgrim?
Where?
There's a thing on your screen there. There's like a background right there. Oh, it said Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah.
I said that was like Goth Pilgrim.
No. No, that's my favorite movie.
I know what your favorite movie, but I thought it was.
I know you do, but no.
But I thought it was a play on words.
No.
They did a very parody like Goth Pilgrim. Wouldn't that be
Yeah.
funny? Is that what they did?
Not really. There we go.
What?
Not that I'm talking to myself. I do that a lot at the house, right? Right, sometimes just banter to myself and you think I'm asking you questions or speaking to you and really I'm not. Right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, I didn't get very good sleep last night. So,
What?
so I didn't get very good sleep last night.
Oh yeah. She gets good night's sleeps. There's times where she doesn't. Sometimes she doesn't. And she likes it, but she doesn't like it sometimes.
I'm feeling quite sleepy.
Plus, she might be hungry too, which
No,
if
definitely
you
not.
heard,
I'm
I
not.
know you couldn't hear it, but I was talking about being hungry when I was in the kitchen. But I'm gonna hold off till dinner though.
Yeah, just after, you can
Here's
have
another frog thing. Speaking of frogs, that we had on, I put on the desk for decoration. It's a frog. USB stick.
Yeah.
Fuzzy frog.
I wonder if that even works.
Yeah, I haven't tested it, but I think it might not because it's kind of so squished here in the middle
Oh,
that it may not plug in. I just have it there
Too
still
bad.
for decoration. I find it cool, unique, and different. You know. Things like that. You know. But yeah. Advertisement just here. Advertisement just here. Ooga booga!
Advertisement for what?
I don't know, it's just probably YouTube advertisement randomly.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, it does that. I know some of these videos I found that play for the music is free. It's just YouTube does put that there because there are many different reasons, but they do put sometimes, even if they're ad free and don't have ads, sometimes we'll still put an ad because it's for YouTube's sake, they still do that anyways.
That's what I said. We really need to find
No,
even if we have to pay for it.
Yeah.
Once we're actually doing better at having more.
Yeah, we can, when we're doing better and have more and making a little money, we can pay for YouTube Premium and all that.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. But for now, you know, and things. So yeah, Sorry, I just, you know, I find it very, more real, I know people say you shouldn't say your ums and your uhs and your buts and all this crap, but that's part of humans. We're, like, right? Where ums and uhs and buts are a part of humans. I know people say you shouldn't say that because you want a specific good flow for streaming, right? When it comes to how you speak and all this. But we're all humans and we all do it, and we say the ums, the uhs, the buts. Why do we have to cut those out when that's just a normal part of us being humans? You know?
Yeah. I guess it's just professional though.
I get that's professional, but just people, it's just a thing. And when you're live, you really can't learn how to not say uhs and ums and buts unless you've been really good at it for so long and know how not to. But when you're first starting out, it gets, you know, just overdone and over said, and it's a normal thing. But, you know, and stuff like that and all that, kind of like
Excuse me.
how when it comes, like we've said this so many times, and I'm just repeating myself here, how kind of like the ums and the uhs and the buts, but with fashion, how things are overplayed and overdone and overhyped when sometimes they really don't need to be. You know, right? It's kind of like that, and people say why they're overhyped and why they're this way is because they're trying to be more professional, trying to put themselves out there, but really sometimes you need to learn what audience are you going for and really does it work? And if what you're doing works for the audience you want, but not the people you're getting, then you sometimes need to learn to change your angle. But people really sometimes just don't think of that and don't have that mindset. Kind of like how you have the uhs, the ums, and the buts when it comes to chatting and talking and trying to figure out how to not say them when it slips out and you say it, kind of thing, right?
Uh-huh.
You can kind of look at it that way and kind of see how to compare one thing that's not really related to another thing that's not really related, but they make sense in the same kind of context. Basically, kind of like how you can say the film doesn't accurately portray the book, but it's the producer or the producer's take on that book. It's kind of like you have streamers who do different types of streams, and it's their take on the same kind of stream that someone else has done, but in their own way, or whatever. Or you could say the same thing about clothing. You could say the same thing about whatever in life. But there is a point to where does that thing you're trying to change, once everyone can change this, change that, take this piece, take that, add their own spice or whatever you want to say to something, does it at some point say, when does that end and you can't change it anymore, or can't add your own, or everyone realizes you're doing the same thing as someone else, even though it's a different person doing the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like, for example, like in our community that we're in, can you to a point say, oh, everyone does the same thing, everyone has the same style, everyone does this, everyone does that, but when does it get to a point of say, oh, I've seen that, oh, I've seen someone else do that, but you're just copying off of someone else with your fashion, your style, the way you are as a person, and not really being yourself, compared to, oh, I'm being myself, I'm presenting on how I want to be.
Cool. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks. And things like that. Can you say, am I really realistically being my own individual, or am I not, without realizing, not being my own individual, just being like someone else? I just may not be realizing it until either someone tells me, or I find out later online, and then either I don't care that I'm doing the same thing if it's doing well, or should I care and potentially figure out how to change it, but in a way to where it's still the same thing, but done on your own twist of that take on something, like hairstyle, like fashion, the way you act, the way you talk, whatever, within our community kind of thing, you know, right? Because not everyone can be perfect. Not everyone can be that blanket statement human that we all want to be. No one is biologically or genetically born that way. If we all were, there would be no problems in the world. There would be no issues. There would be no this. There would be no that. But there is, because we're all truly, to be honest, never perfect. But I know there's a lot of people out there who don't like to hear the word perfect, because they hate hearing the word perfect, because they think if they don't hear the word perfect, they're not happy. But in the end, it doesn't matter. You should just believe, listen to, do whatever you're into. That's all that matters. But no one wants to do that because they think they have a purpose and a life and a meaning to who they are as people, right? Yeah. And they think their voices should be heard more over someone else's. And when someone tries to share a topic, a question, a helpful thing, whatever, to what they're talking about, will sometimes freak out and get upset because that's not what they want to hear, and it doesn't kind of go off of their ideologies or their beliefs or their way they think or whatever you want to call it. And I'm hoping at some point we can get over that. Don't you agree? Right? Because what do you think on stuff like that?
I agree with all that.
Yeah.
But I'm also really fading.
No, I know you are, but I wanted to get your take to see if there's anything else you can add to that or whatever. If you think of any other key points, you know? Yeah. So, you know. And stuff like that. We are going to here soon end the stream a little bit early
We're
today.
going to keep talking, babe.
In search scripts, if I feel like most anything has been done somewhere by someone else at some point. Yeah. That is true. And all that.
I agree with that.
Yeah. I might actually, yeah. Well, we're actually going to end the stream soon because, along with her being tired, I need to give myself a break because We have some other stuff we might potentially be doing, and we also have some other stuff we need to do here soon that we want to take a break for before we do.
Well, I mean, it's mentioned that I have epilepsy.
Oh yeah.
And I said I didn't get to get sleep last night, and if I'm not on a good sleep schedule,
Yeah.
I think I need a nap really bad. I
Mhm.
don't want to have a seizure.
Yeah. So that's why I'm ending the stream soon. So thank you all for being here, and I'll see you guys next stream.